They had trap doors with seals on them. You put food gas down there, you put tear gas down there. We even tried to drown them out. Didn't work. They would actually have entrances and stuff coming from the rivers and stuff. These people over there in the Middle East have learned the lesson from the Vietnamese and the Japanese and the Koreans and the Hitler's guys and Nazis. But so has the Israelis learned from the Americans about how to handle these people. And it takes that special type of person that's willing to give their life up for their country and their loved ones and family. Because it takes a lot of courage to go down inside of a dark hole with a 45 and a flashlight and hope for the best. But a lot of times you don't want to use that 45. Try to use your knife because you don't want that loud noise that gives your position away.
Hamas, wow, that's pretty amazing, those comments about the Vietnam years. You forget how brutal that was. Hamas has built more than 300 miles of tunnels beneath their cities and even into Israel.
300 miles. Some of these terror tunnels can run more than 100 feet deep, making them immune to airstrikes. A few years ago, I got a firsthand look at one of those Hamas terror tunnels and what Israel's up against. Guys, I was down there along the Gaza Strip, got an opportunity with the IDF to go inside just one of the many tunnels that they've discovered. This one's got air, electricity. Some are wide enough to drive vehicles through, and they're constantly monitoring what's underneath the ground, putting steel plates down. That's why I was so surprised by the extent of the sophistication of the attack. But they didn't use the tunnels in this attack. Now they're using the tunnels inside Gaza, 300 miles.
So has Israel taken over some of the tunnels?
Oh, they keep discovering them. Wow. I mean, they build and then they try again. They try somewhere else. They try deeper. They try different technology. They try to make it quiet. And that's just to try to get into Israel. And it's been for decades. For decades, they've been building terror tunnels. And the biggest fear of folks down in southern Israel was waking up one morning with Hamas terrorists in their backyard. And they always thought it would be in groups of a dozen or something out of one of these terror tunnels. It turns out they did something far more
So a lot of people say, well, if you're going to go to Gaza City and all the fighters are out and the people are out, why go in there? That's the main reason to go in there. So you have to take that city back, and then you have to unearth all these tunnels, because that is a hornet's nest.
It's almost unimaginable what that urban warfare would look like inside Gaza. Because when that Vietnam vet's talking about the tunnels of Vietnam, that's tunnels underneath woodlands. I mean, imagine a modern city built on top of 300 miles of tunnel systems with hostages there. So you think you've cleared a building, right? And you've gone through it and you've cleared it. Except there's a tunnel underneath it and they refill it again. I mean, clearing that will take manpower like I think we haven't seen.
That just shows you how strong our military is. For a man or a woman to sign up and know you could be on the front lines and you're going to be running into territory that you're not familiar with, or you have to go in a tunnel and you don't know what's down there. Well, like he said, a flashlight, and then he's right. If you shoot someone, then they know where you are, so you have to use your knife, which means you're face-to-face with the enemy.
Well, hopefully Israel has as detailed maps as you could want of most of those tunnels.
How do they know?
And very specialized units that do tunnel
You have to have
rescue.
human intelligence.
Yeah, how do they
You've got to have human intelligence. You've got to have digital
I wonder if there's sensors that can penetrate what is going on down there. Like, for example, you could see where tunnels, you look at volcanoes. Are there ways to penetrate low, get low?
If anybody has it, Israel has
the sonar.
it. And it's been trained on Gaza for years. Let's hope they do.